Hi, Maria. Welcome in today. How's your day going?
Hi, it's okay so far.
Okay, so far. Good. So, what brings you in today? I know you mentioned to me before that you were having some issues with parents. Would you like to discuss any of that with me today?
Yeah. They want me to go to college and I don't want to go right now. I just want to work and, start making money instead of having to go to school all over again.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Mhm. And so now, are you at this point where you're trying to figure out what to tell your parents? You're trying to figure out what are your thoughts about that?
I want to tell them, but I don't know how because I know they're going to be upset and they're going to be telling me to go
Hmm.
and I should try it, but I'm just kind of not in the mood for going to school after high school.
This is one thing I'll suggest to you, and this is something that's happened to me in the past where I know for some reason I felt like I wasn't ready to do something, and this might not be the right time for you. However, it might be a good idea to still enroll, have some financial aid that you can enroll. We still have time, we can still do that. I know the junior college is still accepting applications. Now, I'm not forcing you to do it. However, I think it's a good idea to just have that as something in the back seat where in case you do want to go later, you have that option. But you did mention that you want to work, right? So what are some ideas that you have as far as work goes? Where do you have in mind to work?
I was thinking about just like any clothing store or like food service, maybe.
Mhm. Do you have any plans of maybe moving up within the company, maybe becoming a supervisor, making a little bit more money? What are your thoughts on that?
I didn't really think about it, but yeah, like I mean, if I like the job, then just kind of stay there and see if I could just do something different, like become a supervisor or just manager. Mhm.
Absolutely. And having a good education about that would be a good way to go, or just educate yourself through the process that you have there at work. Now, I know part of it is also letting your parents know how you feel. Maybe we could come to an agreement with parents where maybe we could kind of say, hey, you know what? I'll give some information, get some information for college, but I could also go to work, try this out, see how that goes. Maybe take a year off. If you were to take a year off from school, because you just told me that going to school back to back is kind of like a drag for you, right? So, what if you were to take a year off? Do you think your mind or your plans might change in a year?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like if I don't like what I'm doing, then I'll probably go for school and study something and then see where I go.
Exactly. And I think that's a good way of looking at it, Maria, is that if you don't have a interest in where you're working at,
Mhm.
then maybe you have something else you could fall back on for later. And having your stuff enrolled for college, I can help that going for yourself for financial aid, at least not for this year, but the year after. At least you have that prepared. And I think for your parents to let them know that you just want to take a year off for work would be a good idea. You can save up some money. What are your plans with the money that you'll be making? Do you plan on saving it up for anything? What's the idea?
Well, I want to get my own car right now. Well, my parents take me to school and stuff, but after I just want to save up and be able to move around.
Makes sense, right? Especially if you have a job, you want to make sure you get there on time, make sure you have transportation. So that makes sense to let parents know. It's a good opportunity for you to save some more money for you to get that car. And then if, like you said, if you don't like that career, you don't like that job, you have the opportunity in the future for you to, you'll have that car, you'll have the opportunity to go to college and you'll be able to use that vehicle to get to college, go to work, whatever it is you need to do. So that sounds like a pretty good plan. What do you think your parents would say if you said it that way, that I'm going to work for a year, I want to give it a chance, save up some money, and then think about college later? What do you think your parents would say if you brought it up to them that way?
I think they'll help like that. Yeah, I think they'll agree with it like that if I tell them that I'm gonna go back.
Mhm. And I think that's a really good idea for you to at least be open and honest about it that you might decide to go back, but right now you definitely want to try this out and save some money. So that sounds like a really good idea. Now, Maria, give it a try, talk to parents. I will go ahead and meet you up next week because I still want to schedule you in. I want to make sure that we get your financial aid in order, and I want to make sure that we get you enrolled for at least to take the test at JC at the junior college level. That way, in a year, that's already done. You don't even need to worry about that. So next week is it okay if we meet up for that?
Yeah, that's fine. That way I don't forget what I know now in case a year later it changes.
Perfect. And then what's good about that, we'll follow up and I'll check and see how things went with your parents. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds great, Maria. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you.